Hello and welcome in, friends of the Twitch chat. It's me, we're here, and wait a minute, something's not right here. There we go. It's Wednesday. It's Wednesday, and it's Aurari time. Good to see everyone. Hope you're having a good start to your Wednesday. Hope you had a good day yesterday. I wasn't here to see any of you. Wasn't live, so hopefully it was a good day for all of you guys, and we're getting back into it. We got all kinds of fun stuff, okay? We got a city to build. We got a lore world to, we got a world to lore, a lore to world, one of the two. Anyway, get your Auroris in chat, of course. By the way, chat, somebody's gotta stop Sloppy's reign of terror. Sloppy now has 4 firsts in a row on stream, so just gonna throw that out there for anyone who might want to stop that reign of terror from Sloppy, make it your mission, perchance. Sloppy is showing you all up on the first squad on the waiting team. But anyways, chat, welcome in. Hope everyone's doing good. Good to see everybody. Let me know how it's been going, what you've been up to, what's been going on in your lives, all that kind of stuff. Would of course, anything you feel like sharing. Of course. I'm always here to hear it. Always here to talk about what's going on. Chat, today is Drip 500 day. I don't know if you knew that, but today is Drip 500 day. We are, all of our drippers are getting 500, all of the 100%ers, and then after today, all of the rest will slowly trickle into 500. So, crazy times for sure. Fern says, I was at a game store and they had the Daggerheart core set. Oh my god, Fern. Oh my god, let's go. I haven't been to a game store in a minute, but anytime I'm in a game store, it's a dangerous time. I'll tell you that much. So maybe it's good that I haven't been to a game store, you know what I'm saying? But, no, that's awesome. You should post a picture in the Discord, by all means. Oops, says Norm, must be bugged. It's only $4.99. Surely, yeah, let me just fix that. Put you back at 500 real quick. Yeah, for sure. Gets him every time. Every time. A classic. Alright, let me see here. Hold on. I was checking some things. Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I wasn't gonna spend money, says Fern. I bought the core set, of course. Yeah. When you go into a game store, it's oftentimes not because you're going to spend money. And then you spend money. Because that's how it goes. Looks fine to me, says Chogobanite. Dang. Yassing and slaying as a, one of the six remaining 100%ers. You've maintained 100% drips. You had acquired the VIP badge. You have more recently acquired the founder badge. Chogobanite is out here as one of the ones, you know. Other case says you can't do that, Fern. There is no going to a game store without spending money. I think I think we're kind of all on the same page here. I also just finished crocheting the first leaf for Oddish and attached it, and he looks so funny with one leaf. Oh my god, I love it. Consider the following proposition for chat, says Dark Fairy. 4 million channel points to add a drip. 4 million? Why 4? Where does that number come from? 4 million to add a drip? Excuse me. Oh my god. Oh, and I'm out of my drink. I'm sorry. Anyway, I just had some like bad acid reflux. Anyway, because nobody has 4, right? Okay, here's the question. Norm would be one of the closer ones, right? So I'll propose this to Norm, because Norm is also at $4.99. Norm, what is the most amount of channel points you would spend to add 1 drip to your total, making it 100%? What is, like, realistically, what's your number for, like, if in a theoretical, if it were an option, what would you go no higher than to make it 100%? 250k? That's the most you do for it? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Very interesting. See, it's also interesting. Consider this as well, right? Adding 1 drip, like, let's say, even at the 250k mark, right? Let's say it's 250,000 channel points to add 1 drip. That 250,000 channel points is way more worth it for someone like Norm who would then be at 100% drips versus somebody like, I don't know, who just started redeeming drips. Somebody who's got like 12 drips and it's just their 13th. You know what I mean? In their case, it's only worth like, 1,000 channel points or something. So it's very interesting how it scales, like, based on how many drips you have. So it's like the more drips you have, the more it should cost. You know what I mean? Anyway, the real question is, would it fix Norm's streak? No, it actually wouldn't, I don't think. I don't think we would do that. I think it would just be the total. Anyway, I don't think we're going to do that, though it was an interesting thought experiment. For sure. So thank you for bringing that up, Dark Fairy, because that was an interesting one to think about. Anyway, chat, here's the deal. Here's the drill. Here's what's happening. It's not a drill. Actually, no, this is not a drill. Don't listen to me. Chat, I got good news. I just about all of my entire, I don't know, most of my med situation has changed since you last saw me. Okay, so here's the deal, all right? Here's the deal. Drum roll, please. I don't actually have a drum roll on here. But anyway, drum roll, please, because I have officially started progesterone. There it is, collapse. There it is in my HRT journey. I have officially started progesterone, so now I'm on the big P, along with the usual. Also, I got Spyro swapped out for my blocker. I got Spyro swapped out for a different medication that's not Spyro, which I'm happy about. So that's gonna be nice. I'm not gonna have to pee as much. That's gonna be so great. And also, psychiatry upped my antidepressant. So, so. More potent happy pill. And yeah, all of that changed at like the same time. So anyway, that was yesterday was day 1 of the updated med routine and whatnot. So yeah, anyways, there's our little update right there. But starting progesterone was a big step along the way. That was a big one. I've been looking forward to that step pretty much ever since I started HRT back in March. So yeah, March. Yeah, that's the one. I was trying to think back to the timeline. I was like, wait a minute. Yeah, no. March sounds about right. Anyways, chat. Now that I got that cool and that's been out of the way, check this out. Oh my gosh, that's not Marbles. Check this out. Marbles, there it is. Why don't you all join on in with an exclamation mark play? We gotta give away a VIP badge. You know the drill. You're not brand new. You've been here. You know how this works, all right? Once a day, every day, we do a marbles race in which we give away the VIP badge for the rest of that stream. We've done this since 2021, and our most recent winner is Dark Phoenix, holding on to that VIP badge, trying to make it 2 in a row today. Dark Phoenix is going to have the opportunity to try and defend the badge. Going to have the opportunity, we'll give it just a little bit longer, make sure everyone can get on in here, though we have been live for about 12 minutes up to this point. So we won't sit around for all too much longer, but so far we've got 13 marbles, and the more the merrier. Everyone can participate, even if you're a brand new viewer, even if you never typed in chat before. Sorry for the camera stuff. All you gotta do is type exclamation mark play, and you're done. You sit back and watch the show. That's how it works. That's the one. In the meantime, let me also say hello to everybody who's here. Hello, Sloppy, who was first for the 4th day in a row. Hello, Ginger. Hello, Chocobo Knight, Sala, Peach, Junie Love, Fern, LDK, Dark Phoenix, Dark Fairy, Peaches, Norm, and Lycan, all up in the house. That's all of our marblers. If I didn't say your name, that's because you haven't marbled yet. So, exclamation mark play, get yourself in the marble adventure, marble race, marble happenings. As it is. So happy for you. Thanks, Fern. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Yeah, it's great. Good stuff. Good fun stuff. Awesome times. Love to see it. Doing great. Love a bit of ancient debris. Ancient. Yeah, that's the one. Welcome to Solomano. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well today, friend. Of course. Chat, we watched Gone Girl last night, and that movie messed me up. Oh my god. Okay, so the other night, like 2-3 nights ago, we watched Midsummer. That movie messed me up. And then we just watched Gone Girl, and it just like, it's like, okay, that messed me up again. So 2 straight movies of messed me up after watching, so there's a fun little tidbit. I've been slowly getting cultured on movies, slowly getting cultured. Neither of us had seen Midsummer, and that had just been forever since Peach saw Gone Girl. But oh my goodness, that all messed me up quite a bit. That really girls my gons, says Lycan. You know what? This is where I would usually say never change. Moving on. Welcome in, Sunny. How's it going, Sunny? Hope you're doing good today. Good to see you. Hello, hello. Have you seen The Martian? No, I have not. I'm assuming you would recommend? Pause. I have not seen The Martian, no. That really girls my gons too, says Ginger. Oh my god, right as we get a raid? Oh, okay. Okay, how do I explain that one? Anyway, Stam, welcome in. How's it going, Stam? Thank you so much for the raid. Let me close your tab real quick. Don't need to be watching myself. That's weird. But I hope you had a good stream, dude. Thank you so much for bringing everyone over. Interesting commentary. Yeah, don't remind me, okay? Don't remind me. And don't get got by the Discord notification. Don't get got. Don't let Ginger fool you for 50 bits, okay? Don't let Ginger get away with that one. That Discord wasn't real, all right? Don't let him get away with it. Stan, what do you get up to on your stream? I was only able to pop in to redeem my daily boop, and that was about it, so I didn't really get to see what you were doing, but hopefully it was a good fun time. And again, thank you so much for bringing everyone over. Any of you guys from Stam's stream, you gotta go get some food. I don't know, maybe you were sitting down with Stam the whole time, whatever the case. If you gotta feed yourself or do some responsibilities or anything, don't let me stop you. I'll be here. I'm just getting started. If you guys want, I'm giving away a VIP badge for the day. If you enter the marble race and you end up winning the marble race, !play is how you join, and you might walk away with a VIP badge today. That's what we're doing, and then we're getting into our Minecraft world from that point onward, as we do. And if any of you guys are newer to stream and you're here at the end of the marbles race, I'll do a little tour for you, a little world tour. Finished playing my community-made create mod escape rooms. Oh my god, community-made create mod escape rooms. Let that sit in for a little bit, chat. Holy, that's a good time. That's a good time. Stam getting up to some good stuff. Love to see it. That's awesome. I love that. That's such a really cool idea. Heck yeah. What was I doing? Streamers against me, says Ginger. Yeah, listen. It's a dynamic. It's like our destiny. Okay, it's the dynamic. If we're on the same page, things are weird. Would have gone away with it too, says like, and if it weren't for that meddling streamer. That's right. Oh, also it's Wednesday. I'm black and white today. We call this VTuber Aurari, like ARAWRIE, because Wednesday is our edgy day. This is our edgy emo day. I don't know why. Like, I don't know. It's Wednesday. Don't question it. So this is why we're black and white today. This is why we get the edgy VTuber. But anyway, Fern said The Martian is my partner's favorite movie, and it's really good. It's about an astronaut that accidentally gets left on Mars alone because his crew thought he had died. And it's about how he tries to survive on Mars while unable to contact NASA to let them know he's still alive. Right. I see. Okay. I think I remember seeing advertisements for that movie. But yeah, definitely have to see it. Definitely on the list. We'll keep that in mind for sure. Feels very realistic, really good. Oh, heck yeah. Love it. 10 out of 10 recommend. Oh my god. Okay. I hear you. Good stuff. All right. Chat, we got to give away this VIP badge, all right? Don't say I didn't warn you. It's VIP badge giveaway time, all right? So without further ado, if you have not joined in the marble race, join now or forever hold your peace, all right? People who I have not said hello to yet include Bambi Geek and Toxaton. Hi to the both of you. Hope you're both doing well. Hello. And of course, Stam's in the marble race, but I think we already got Stam in here from the raid. All right, everyone good? We got 19 marbles. Let's get 10 seconds on the board. Cosmic Chaos. Stream record up by Snowy to minute 50.022. That is the time to beat. Let me flicker those names real quick, and that'll make sure our stream record is visible. There it is, right up there. Down into the funnel we drop, and around town we roll, looking for who's going to lead us through the opening section of this race. It's all about who starts us off with getting through the funnel first. Wait for everyone to figure it on out, and then we'll jump on board. Race leader, gonna be Junie Love at the moment, but watch out because Norm and Sala up here as well. Solid Metal, Stam, Strimmer, Sunny, Whole bunch of marbles all in a big kerfuffle into the first of the not once, not twice, not thrice, but 4 times over loop-de-loop around town and down section. Baby Geek, Chocobo Knight, Ginger are going to be the first 3 to fall off of the map. Unfortunate stuff. All going to perish at about the same time. Through the 3rd and the 4th and final loop we go. Stam in the lead at the moment. Looking to get through the speed boost with ease. It's good. Stam in the lead. Sloppy's falling off of the map in the back. Sala's up trying to contend for the lead, but Stam's got it at the moment. Raider advantage. Peach is off of the map. LDK is off of the map. And Sala can't quite catch up to Stam right here. Here comes the stream record from Snowy. Ace to this section of the map. That's where the stream record was made, if you will. Sala going to take over the lead, but watch out because here comes Junie Love, who's going to take over the lead. Solid Metal now trying to contend for the VIP badge, but Stam wants to make it happen. How is Stam not a VIP in this chat? Anyway, that's a little, okay, I don't know what's going on there. Lycan fell off of the map in the background. Junie Love holding on to the lead at the moment. Sala up to 2nd, Stam up to 3rd, but Solid Metal not giving up so easily. Junie Love looking to run away with it for the mod squad. Sala looking to hold on to a nice, solid, steady 2nd place, but not if Stam can say anything about it. Stam going over the bumps, over the lumps, onward and forward. Will anyone further back who is eligible for the VIP badge get up here and stop Stam from getting it done? Getting caught up quite a bit. Junie Love's going to lock it in. Into the pegs we go. Stam's going to get caught up a little bit. That's going to open the door. Here comes Solid Metal. Does Solid Metal get there? Does Stam get there? Wait for the results. Solid Metal's got it. Gonna prevent Stam from getting the VIP badge on this occasion. Unbelievable. It's okay. I don't know why Stam wasn't already a VIP. I usually keep all of the one-shotters who are like more active in this chat. I usually keep them as VIPs anyway. So we'll just act like it's fine. It's fine. You just got one. It's fine. All right. GG Solid Metal on your VIP badge today, my friend. That is going to be, I think, your first win. Let me double check. Yes, indeed. First ever win. First ever VIP badge for the likes of Solid Metal. That is going to be 288 winners all time. With that one right there, the 288th person to get it done, make it happen. And you love to see it. Love a first time winner. All right, let me swap that over for you. There you go. There you go. VIP badge done and dusted. Done and dusted, good to go. Let's check the shop real quick as we do. Gotta make sure if there's any squishies that we see the squishies and get the squishy. I don't think there is. That guy's a little shaky. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Comfy Crew? And it's just like randomizes. Oh my goodness. Kind of cute. Okay, anyway, there we go. Now I can lurk in peace. Love to see it. Slaying. That's, hey, we like to do that around here. Chat, now is when I regret to inform you that I did not load Minecraft before I started stream today. Minecraft did not get loaded before I started stream, so now we have to look at this screen for a little bit. But it's okay, because these are all the good emotes Talk the Tone made, so it's not bad. It's not bad. Din time, says Fern, and then date night. Ooh, I'll keep the tab up. Have a good stream. See you later, Fern. 07. Oh, here we go. Are we gonna get that TTS?
Dave Guy Riot, 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 Dave Guy Riot.
Yep. Okay. Thank you for that, Ginger. Chat, you know when you cat jam to that, you encourage it. You know when you're cat jamming to that, it only means you're more likely to get it. That's how that works. I don't know if like surely you didn't understand that because like I don't know why we encourage that, but anyway, thank you for the bits, Ginger. Cat jams harder, says Sloppy. Oh my god. Okay. I love when Brian starts to run out of batteries. Yeah. Yeah, Brian definitely, that's a TTS voice name. He definitely runs out of batteries towards the end of these. That's pretty funny. I understand, says Norm. Okay. You don't want to encourage me, says Ginger? No. 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 At work, I would have been at work, so gonna send partner to lurk. 07 Echo Techno. Hope work treats you well. Alright, we gotta stop by the raid book before we do anything else. Before we do a single other thing. To the raid book, we don't have the raid hall built yet, however, we've been tracking raids for a while so that when we do get it built, we have a good foundation to go off of. That's going to be number 7 in the book for STEM. Beautiful. We're still going to do the hourglass design for the raid hall, by the way, where each raid is like a piece of the colored concrete or whatever. Anyway, that's the whole thing. Most of you guys won't remember that design that we came up with a long time ago, but anyway, it's kind of hourglassy, the raid idea, and it's concrete powder, and it's like that's like the sand and it's like, anyway, it's cool. It was cool. I love the glowstone. Thanks, Sharkon. I'm glad you like it. Yeah, this is in this world I use a custom texture pack. It's a texture pack I designed for this project. Meant to be like very vanilla feeling, though with my own touches. So there's some things that are a little further away from vanilla, but you know, for the most part, I tried to keep it kind of feeling more or less in tune with everything else, right? So anyway, I've got texture pack making experience. It's pretty cool. We did it on stream. Anyway, Peepo gift, more encouragement. Okay, thank you, Tonks. Thank you for that one. Ginger said, I have low self-esteem. I need encouragement. Okay, beautiful. It's not done yet. Concrete. Yeah, not done yet. What's the lights on the floor? I actually don't know. This is redstone lamp. This is my redstone lamp texture that I made in the pack. I'm really proud of this one. I think the redstone lamp texture, I think that's solid. I'm pretty happy with that one. I thought that one turned out pretty good. Gotta run to get evening plans away from the PC. 07 Stam, I get you. Don't you even worry. Thank you so much again for bringing everyone over in for lurking. As always, homie, enjoy your day. Oh, good, I guess, right, says Tonks? Redstone lamp? Yeah, redstone lamps. Looks great. Thanks. You really think so? Thanks. I don't know how to take that chuckle. Which chuckle? I don't remember what I said 2 seconds ago. Anyway, oh my gosh, I forgot. We're styling, chat. Have you seen the clip? When I got these trims done, did you guys see the clip? Anyway, or I did the helmet. There's a good clip. If you guys haven't seen the clip, you got to see the clip of when I did the helmet, when I got all this armor matching and looking good. You got to see it. You got to see the clip. If you haven't seen the clip, you got to see the clip. It is a good moment. Anyway, we're down a silence trim, as in, if I need silence again, I don't have it. And that clip is why. But anyway, let's sleep real quick and let's get ready to head on over to a Hathos because we have a little bit of a building to do. That's the one. Building or gilding. We could look at doing gilding. There is gilding that could possibly happen along with building, maybe. I don't know. There's a big list. There's a big list of gilding, and I'm hesitant to do any of that on stream because then it's like, oh, frick, this is going to be really tedious to do all of this, and, you know, I don't know. I got to figure it out. I'm in my head about it just a little bit, but anyways, we're here in Hathos. It is day 23,164, and we have... Where did we leave off? We've got one final city block to do for District 2 within Hathos right here. There's these handful of buildings, 6 or 7. And the next one we're going to do is this one crammed right in between all these buildings right here. This is going to be maybe the most secluded, crammed away building in the entire city, actually, that one right there. We got this road that swoops by. There's going to be a bit of it that goes up to the door here, but there's going to be so few windows in this building, it's kind of insane, but we also need to merge it with everything else going on around it, and before we can do any of that, we, of course, have to determine what our build palette's going to be for this one. Out of our usual rundown, I'm leaning towards a little bit of a birch situation. I think a little birch situation and another spruce frame. We've got a lot of dark oak frames over here. If there's spruce in the roof, that means it's dark oak on the base, right? And there's a lot of spruce roof going on. So I think we need another dark oak roof, and that means we're doing a spruce frame with the birch. And for the rooftop, color-wise, green is the rarest. We don't want to do another green. Purple is the next rarest, and there's one right there. So maybe we do a purple here, maybe there, maybe over here, I'm not sure, but we don't want to overload the purples. I think this may be a purple. It's a purple or a red. One of the two. And I want to say I would feel better about it being purple. So I think we have our rundown. I think we have the blocks that we're going to use for this one. I think we know the drill, and we can start getting rid of all of these. What is my sound at right now? I feel like that's extra quiet right now. I feel like that's so extra quiet. I don't know. I mean, I know they turned those down in vanilla, but like, or in the recent updates, but I don't know, man. I just work here. Was my volume at 50? Wait, do I keep it at 50? Do I keep it at 100? No, I keep it at 50, I think. Grass sounds are extremely quiet down. Yeah. I mean, I'm walking around. This is like Present's footsteps. These footsteps here. So this is like a modded sound. What's my, Okay, that's pretty normal. Okay. I don't know why I was so tripped up by that, but anyways. Back from watching the clip, Rip Bozo. Yeah, don't listen. I know, don't remind me. I lost my rating rainbow song lyrics. Oh no. Oh jeez. If you're gonna use your last copy of a trim, you could have at least used one that's easier to recollect. Yeah, you're telling me, dude. You're telling me. I think I remember it, says Chocomonite, though. Viewers from far and wide, come and see what's inside. Take a look. Acrylic's book, The Rating Rainbow. Incredible. Beautiful stuff. That sounds about right. It's so funny because 1 minute before that clip, she was like, chat, don't let me use one of these without duplicating them. No, genuinely. Genuinely, it's not on the clip, but I did say that. And it's forever immortalized on acrylic VODs, where you can watch all these VODs. Where you can go watch the longer version of it, where it's like, guys, I don't want to accidentally use this. Don't let me accidentally use this. And then I looked at the template and I was like, yeah, I like this one. I'm going to use this one. And then I just used it right there. And it was just a whole thing. So anyway, story of my life. What else is new? That's the least surprising thing I've ever done. But anyway, Rip Bozo. Rip Bozo. Grass sounds are extremely quiet. Right, got that one. Rip Trim. Yep. Unfortunately. 51% consider the following. You do like a good 51%. That is good. That is some good stuff right there. Okay, here's the deal, chat. Here's what we're doing, and here's what the deal is. We're doing a spruce frame, so we need 4 big ones, 4 stacks of logs. Let me go ahead and get those shears right there. Those will do the trick for now. We're going to want 1 oak sign for the door. We're going to want something to put the door on. We're going to want a dark oak door because it's a spruce frame. So let me do a handful of doors in the old inventory here. The rest down there, and let's see what else we need. Out of the spruce frame, we need a stack of the usual suspects, excuse me, which are going to be all of these guys. And I can make some more of all of this stuff that we're a little bit lighter on, such as trap doors, sticks for fences, maybe a little more. Couple things of stairs, maybe 2 more stick crafts, and do that. That gets us up to a stack. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful. Okay. All right, perfect. We're missing 1 more thing for the door, and that is the fence gate. And the fence gate is also the same material, so that's good to go. Now we can do. I've prepped my inventory for a Hathos building so many times at this point that it's effectively just kind of like, it's down to a science at this point, where I just like laser into everything that I need and like exactly how much of everything, because we've done it so many times at this point. All right, for the rooftop, we need 2 of each. We need 2 of those. We need 2 of those. We need 2 of those. That's the one. I'm gonna need some more dark oak for crafting these up. And let's get a bunch of slabs going. Good stuff. Let's get some more of those going. Beautiful. Okay. Drop those in there. 1 stack of the rooftop blocks. We decided purple, and we're good to go. Let's get this first building started. Let me pull up the spreadsheet, actually, because I'm going to want to keep track of what number house this is as it gets built. Hold on. My Google Drive is being slow. Okay, there we go. Here we go. Okay, so this building, this house is going to be... Blue means houses. Green means businesses. This is going to be house number 54, as per my spreadsheet count. That's what we're looking at. So, without further ado, up we go. We've got... The door is going to sit on this level without a doubt. This whole house is on this level. So that's going to be 5. 6 is our crossbeam. 3 block gaps, and on we go. We're just jumping into it, chat. There's no dilly-dallying going on here. Okay, we got a city to build. We got things to do. Places to get to. Progress to make. I tell you what, chat. I tell you what. We gotta... This lore world business is for real, alright? We gotta do what we do. Did we say business? Heck yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're good. We're good. Yep. Yep. Do you need an accountant for this, says Ginger? My bill rate is only $425 an hour. Oh my god. This is a family-friendly stream and you almost made me swear. $425 an hour. Chat, can we talk about how I'm not getting paid $425 an hour for streaming? Can we work on that? Can we get a couple more gifted subs in the pot here? I think things would be pretty nice if I made $425 an hour. Ginger doesn't make that, by the way, directly. That's, you know, that's not how that works. But anyway, I would like to bill chat $425 an hour. Chat, if I can level with you for a moment, chat, $425 is what many of my Twitch paychecks look like. And I get paid monthly. That's what many of my Twitch paychecks look like. Getting paid around the middle of the month. 13th to the 15th usually. Oh my goodness. Let me make that in an hour, please. That would be fantastic. That would be great. Oh my goodness. This is why Ko-Fi donos go a long way, by the way, chat. If it's never quite sunk in why I value Ko-Fi donos so much, it's because my Twitch paychecks are like $425 on a normal average month of, nothing too crazy going on. The Ko-Fi goes a long way. So does Patreon. Ko-Fi and Patreon kind of help make it more livable. Not very livable so far, but a lot of that's just on my end, needing to grow the community and stuff. I don't make that in an hour, don't worry. No. I think if Ginger actually made $425 an hour, we would know. It's like one of those, if I won the lottery, I wouldn't tell people, but there'd be signs. It'd be like one of those in chat. Ginger would be like top of the board on all this stuff and just like so casual about it all the time. Alright, it's getting awful dark, and it's extra dark because it's so light outside in real life, and I'm getting a glare. Little glare. Alright, let's sleep real quick and put that back up. Now I can see better. Is that all of that done? Good to go? I think so. Okay. Got rid of the wool. Let's go and get our doorway in place. I could cram it in this corner between the two buildings. I usually like that spot better, not right next to the edge of the house. But do I want to put it so close? Yeah, you know what? Yeah. No, I like it. I like it. That's good. And if we can keep that tall fern right there, I think that's also good. So, heck yeah, we'll go for it. Do that, and don't need these. Try to get this first facade up to start, clear up some inventory, put us in a good spot moving forward. Do all of that, and then this one goes, whoops, 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 whoops. Let me do that again. We get to do a stair right there. This is all going to be our frame palette, and then that goes right there. This goes right here. Nobody owns this house, and we're good to go. Okay. Clear up that inventory, give us some room. Get us something good to work with. Now, these are going to be a couple of the only spots in which we have window action happening. So, let's go ahead and start with the window action. The few and far between. I think I'll try to get away with as many windows as I can, even this like little corner right here. That's like very much a stretch, but you know. You say that as if Ginger isn't already top of the bits and gift boards. I mean, for the week, yeah. Or for the month, rather. Since we switched it to monthly leaderboards, Ginger's on it. Ginger's on top of it. Slowly but surely. And before you know it, Ginger's going to be climbing up the all-time boards. With these monthly... The monthly offerings, if you will. Monthly offerings so that Ginger doesn't get banned from stream for his shenanigans. I think that's what it is. I think that's all it is in actuality. I don't think it has anything to do with supporting stream. I think Ginger just doesn't want to get banned, and that's like the bribe money, you know? Okay, got these, got those. Beautiful. Okay. Need to grab lunch, says Ginger. All right, there we go. Ginger wasn't here to respond to that. Therefore, it's true. That's how it works. Just saying. Just saying, chat. I don't make the rules. That's just how it works. No windows around here. I wonder if I'm going to have enough wall blocks because of the lack of windows. And for every little 3-wide wall, that's 2 extra blocks being used out of the 2 stacks that I always bring to the table to start one of these buildings. Twill be an interesting one, if you ask me. Okay, got all of these. Now, can I window here? Yeah, there's a tiny gap. So I guess we could window here and get away with it. And given how few there are in this house, yeah, we're going to get away with windowing where we can. Okay. Do those, do that. I tell you what, actually. There's no need to have that so weird right there. We'll eventually replace that dirt. I wish pods all spread. I think if pods all spread, I would be much happier with my Minecraft time. With my Minecraft time. Okay, no windows here. This is going to be bordering a building. If there's one thing I've learned from building this world, chat. If there's 2 things I've learned from building this world, okay? If there's 3 things... No, I'm kidding. Podzol should spread. And snowballs should not stack to 16. Nothing should, for that matter. Okay? The first lesson we learned was things that stack to 16. Way too cursed. Awful decision on Mojang's part. Okay? Let's fix that. And now we're starting to notice that Podzol not spreading to dirt is a crime. Podzol not spreading like grass spreads, bit of a crime. Now, it makes sense because Podzol is just like leaf litter, effectively. That's all it is. It's like forest floor litter. But like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I want it to function the same. I feel like it would work well if it functioned the same. Anyway, love using window as a verb. Listen, I will make anything a verb, a noun, or an adjective, all right? I'm a pro at it, okay? That's why I got pronouns. Anyway, let's get some windows in. Let's get some windows in here, and then we'll get ready to do some detail. Constant Discord alerts, that's true. Ginger is good for some constant Discord alerts. All right, let's light this up. Let's light this up. Not being able to stack bowls to 64 is a sin. That's what I'm saying, dude. Snowballs, bowls, ender pearls, hello? Buckets? Why can't we stack these things to 64? Why arbitrarily limit it to 16? Just drive me crazy, why don't you? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get out, also DMs. Oh my god. Junie Love sent me a mod. Stack size of 64 for all items. I appreciate you, Junie Love, and I respect it. However, that does fall under the category of it would break the world if I ever unloaded it. I'm pretty sure. So, therefore, I can't use it in this world. Not on this one. Though, I like that it exists. That gives me hope. Gives me hope in this world, in a world where hope seems, where hope about our block preferences and Minecraft inventory fixed desires, where the hope is so bleak, that gives me some hope, you know? That felt hard to follow. I tried my best. I don't think it would because it's a data pack, but obviously I get wanting to be careful. Yeah. I do have a handful of data packs that I'm using. Out of the data packs, let me think. I've got like anti-creeper grief, anti-enderman grief. Those can be taken off at any point. I have the gilded blackstone crafting recipe. That can be taken off. I've got the no slime spawning one that you made, and that one could be taken off and be fine, I think. I've got like the vanilla tweak stuff, like the coordinate HUD. We'd be fine without that. In like cauldron concrete, that kind of thing, I could remove and it'd be fine, I think. Trying on a backup? Yeah, I could do that. I definitely could do that. For sure, for sure. But even if it worked fine in this update, that's a kind of mod that changes enough of the vanilla game, or like a big enough element of the vanilla game, that I would fear future updates putting it in a position where I can't update anymore without the mod. Because I don't want this world to ever be dependent on a mod. I want to always be able to upgrade to whatever the active version of Minecraft is. Or just, you know, not have any mods at all if I ever need to. That's the biggest thing. Welcome in, Beanie. How's it going, Beanie? Okay, I didn't bring any lecterns out here, but this building will have some lectern action around the base for some of those deets. And in the meantime, I think we're pretty much done with the details up there for the time being. And we can start thinking about this rooftop. We're in an interesting position where this one's going to kind of be the same as that one. And that they face the same direction. We're going to have some A-frames that are kind of sitting right next to each other. What I might do halfway through this building is merge the roof into the side of that one, rather than having just this like gutter of rooftops going along that way, which feels really weird. I can kind of turn this into a bit of a T shape with the roof just merging into that one, just for the sake of interest from the outside, because we're kind of melding, you know, this entire block is a bunch of buildings melded into one another. And earlier on in the city of I Hate DOS, we've carried on a very specific method of build it how it would be built, and then the next building will interrupt it how it interrupts it, and then we're just going to place them together like that. But they weren't built as though they were intentionally like melded together. They just kind of look like they're clipping. They very much look like they're clipping, which is a little strange. And we're starting to get away from that a little bit. I don't think I'm going to retroactively fix that. But for these future ones, it's something to keep in mind. And this is only a District 2 thing. District 3 and District 1 don't have the overlapping buildings. But because District 2 makes up a lot of the very high density part of the city, this is something that we've had to think about. So anyway, walk you through my mindset just a little bit right there. Let's get this roof started. We are, of course, going to have to determine if it's a flared roof. So you know what this means, chat? We're going to open up a prediction on if this will be a flared roof. And you can gamble some channel points. I put it up for 2 minutes. The prediction is officially up. You're basically, it's a coin flip. We do a coin flip on Google. And you're just betting channel points on what coin flip you think it's going to be. And that coin flip helps us to determine what kind of shape this roof is going to take on the corners of it and the peaks of it specifically. Okay, over here we would usually do a little A-frame along the side. We do have to merge that building into it. And I think given that building's roof is going to kind of A-frame right here going out, I want to say I just keep this flat for now on this building. And even at that, I'm not even going to bother with this whole line right here because this other building is going to override it, I'm pretty sure. So we'll start from here where we know all of this can stay intact. We'll go from there. Chat, get your channel points in. There is 1 minute remaining, less than 1 minute remaining. On the prediction at the top of your chat, you got an opportunity to win some channel points. But don't put in any channel points you're not willing to lose. That's how it works. It is channel point gambling after all, so, you know, be mindful of that. But while we're waiting for that prediction to go through, I'm just going to get the base of the rooftop built as much as I can. And then we'll do our coin flip and we'll figure it out. We've got 3 voters in on the prediction at the moment, so calling all predictors. Don't wait till the last second because it won't work out. Most of the time, it cuts off before the timer hits 0 on your end. There's a weird delay with it, so don't wait until it's at 10 seconds or less. You need to do it before, otherwise it'll cut out on you. Pro tip for last-minute voters, okay? A little pro tip for you. All right, we got 5 voters. Make it 6 voters. And as it comes to an end, 6 voters. 60% say heads, 40% say tails. Most channel points are on heads. Beanie voting 6,900 channel points for Team Flare. Let's find out what it's going to be today. Tails it is. Tails it is. There it goes. Just like that. Tails, no flare. There's your prediction payout. Just like that. Just like that. Currently at 3.169 million, says Beanie. Okay. Okay, weird flex, but okay. Weird flex, but okay. All right. Carry on. As you were. As you were. All right. This is going to be an interesting roof to figure out here. I think unless it changes how the item stack, it won't break. I think it does, because it makes everything that doesn't stack to 64 stack to 64. It feels like a pretty fundamental change of the game mechanics in reference to that mod I was sent. I'm going from the top down over here because it's kind of hard for me to tell where it would start based on all of the merging here. So, I do know that would kind of meld down into there. We don't need to be particular about how that does. We'll just kind of do that for now. And from there, we can kind of start to figure out how we want to shape this into this building, where we want this roof to kind of get a little wonky, get a little silly even. If we bring some of the roof out there, we'll have to find the center of it to kind of, you know, really get us what we're trying to do here. But we'll go a couple blocks out from each of these to kind of get the idea, and then I'll find the middle. I think the middle will stay at that height. I mean, you know, if we go ahead with this, the utmost is going to be this layer, and that's going to be, or the highest, that's going to be like this, all the way into this building, yeah. And then from there down, so those two, and then these two, and then these two, and then we do one. So this one needs to come out to here. This one just kind of follows there. And we can turn that around. I don't have many blocks left, so we'll do the bare minimum here just to kind of get the idea. And that's enough of an idea to see how we're going to do that roof. That at this point, I can kind of worry about these frames, and then we'll go get more roof blocks and come top it off. Anyway. I joined when you were doing gambling for roof after paint, of course. I thought I imagined that, says Sunny. I can't. I'm from those 7 countries you can't gamble on Twitch. It's okay. That's okay. Gambling is bad. It's a big event where whenever a number has 16 and 69 in it. That's true. That's true. Beanie needs to do 3 inspired builds, a house for Kale, herself, and Genie, and I. Big even. There you go. I put in 5K and got 12.4 back, says Dark Fairy. Let's go. I gotta do a proper lurk and crack into studying, says Sloppy. New course started yesterday. You got this. I believe in you. So items have a series of item components, says Junilove. You can see how many with F3H. And stack size is one of those components that can theoretically be set to anything. Right, so it's a pretty painless switch, is what you're saying. The game registers it pretty easy, right? 10 components. 17 components. 11 components. 18 components. Anyway. How's it going, Jamal? Welcome in, Jamal. What's the purple block? That is purple glazed terracotta in my texture pack for this world. That's what that is. That's what we're looking at. 15 gigachad. So real. So true. So true. By the way, Jamal, just so you know, the other day, whatever the day was after, I think it was on Sunday stream, I definitely went and talked about your adventure and showed one of the clips from it, because it was a great time, and I had a lot of fun watching that stream. I heard 69 and ran from 3 rooms away. Oh my god. That's dedication. I'm so excited to gamble IRL this weekend, says Beanie. That's a sentence. Whoa, family-friendly chat. Whoa, chill it out. Whoa. Speaking of family-friendly, chat, word on the street. Word on the street is we've lured Jamal into the family-friendly squad. Pause. Word on the street. Don't know if you heard. Don't know if you were there. Okay. I hear these days, we are the family-friendly gang's getting another one. Getting another one. Easy clap is what we say. That's what we say. Okay. Do that frame right there. Ooh, you know what? Let me do these other 2 bits real quick while we're at it. And then... And then we'll be good to do the other side. That's the one. Bing, boop, bang, bump. All right. Got those. Good deal. Good deal. Good deal. FF glad you love to see it. Another has fallen. That's crazy. That's crazy. Another has fallen. You're literally like more active here than anywhere else, Ginger. What are you talking about? How's building going? It's going really good. We've got so ever since One Shot ended, we have been in like overdrive for the lore world. It's kind of like, you know, this world for a while wasn't really getting the love that it should, and it was very much getting kind of sidetracked for other things. So been making a big effort to really like refocus a lot of my attention and a lot of my effort in this world and in the writing in general, and just like, you know, get back onto this project, because I think the stream's at its best when we're working on this project. So anyway, it's been going great. The city of Ahathos we're about 50% done at this point with the city. It's a little rainy, so it's a little hard to see, but we've been making some good progress in the city. There's the trees were maybe the biggest thing that was You know, I've built every tree in this city is a custom tree, and we've done 215 trees up to this point. That was a big thing that was kind of slowing us down, was just kind of getting those up, because I, for some reason, decided I was going to do every tree custom in this city. But we're making some good progress, and so far, so good. We're getting somewhere. We're kind of in the middle of the city right now. It's really dense, so we got a lot of buildings kind of melding into one, kind of in the downtown regions, if you will. And we're about to finish the second district. I've kind of divided it into districts, building style-wise. So there's, you know, like that build style for District 1, this build style for District 2, and then this build style for District 3. We've got like 6 more buildings to go into before we get to 3, and we'll be doing a lot of that style right there for the remainder of the city. So making good progress. It's been going pretty good, all things considered, and I've been making some good writing progress as well lately, which has been good. Let's sleep real quick. Beanie said, I literally just play blackjack and maybe bingo with my allotted budget and see what happens. I don't go hard or anything. That's fair. That's fair. Also got a gift card to use up. Oh, heck yeah. Oh, no. Alt Krilic's here to break my kneecaps if I don't stretch. Oh, shoot. Oh, frick. I know, but my Backspace Key gets a lot of work in this chat. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Question, says Lemon. How do I make a glass roof without it being horrifically ugly? I think your best bet is to add some framework to it. Don't make it entirely 100% glass. Add some framework that goes through it, in the middle of it, around the edges of it, whatever you got to do. Like, it can be mostly glass. I think if it were 100% glass, it would be kind of difficult to make work. But, you know, I don't have a lot of experience with glass, so there is that. Anyway, chat, we got a stretch break real quick. We got a stretch break. I'm yapping. I'm yapping up a storm. Too much yap. Give me 3 minutes on the dot, and I will be back with you. Alright, chat. Alright, let's see. Bing, bing, boom, back to it. Alright, good deal. Oh boy, got a lot of good stretches in right now, or just now. That was great. Good deal. Okay, I think, are we ready? I think we're ready. Ready for more roof blocks. Ready to make it happen. Ready to go do the thing. Give me tons of these. Oh. Over the loud door. Just looked up the Seattle Public Library, and the interior looks amazing, but from the outside it looks like a geometry stroke. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, everything up to this point is good. I didn't do the lip there. Okay, sorry, chat. Mute for a moment. Maybe just a glass roof is... Maybe just a glass roof is what I'll take from it. Seattle Aquarium, though, is beautiful. Oh, like, in terms of inspiration images? Or, like, places? I gotcha. I see what you mean. Yeah. Finding a good source of inspiration, definitely gonna make a big deal. Definitely one of the more impactful things. I wouldn't say important. I wanted to say for a second, but like you don't technically need inspiration for it. It's just like it can make a big difference, you know? I don't do it enough, I feel like. Like there's a fair bit of it here and there, and like, you know, I've even modeled my whole YouTube series after it, but like it's easy to kind of, you know, forget to go use inspiration and get lost in trying to like figure everything out on your own, at least in my case. And then you end up in a position where like, you know, you can only do so much with your own brain, with your own mind. Like you know, we might think we can do more than we can, and for me that often happens, and like it's not a bad thing to rely on others and get inspired and see and appreciate what they're doing and use it to kind of shape what you're doing. I mean, that's how everything in the world works. The knowledge, the understanding of everything ever is just an accumulation of everyone's work. All coming together, you know? It applies to, like, pretty much everything. Anyway. I feel like that got kind of deep out of nowhere. I'm unsure what level of settlement Calico is because I like the dreary port town look, but I also want to have a big downtown. No, I gotcha. I gotcha. Copy others' works and then modify it is a big thing? Yeah. Like, if you want to learn, I think that's a really good way to do it. If you're specifically trying to learn, like, I think Minecraft is a good example because we're all familiar with it. This is a Minecraft stream, right? So, like, in a Minecraft sense, one of the biggest things I like to recommend to people is if you have, like, a source of inspiration, like someone's build or something, recreate it. Like, if they have a tutorial of it especially or something, like, That kind of stuff is good. Build it like to the T in a closed environment, like a creative test world or something, where like obviously you're not trying to claim it as your own. Like, don't do that by any means. But like, you know, if you spend time recreating exactly what others are doing, but on your own, you start to pick up on the techniques a little bit, right? Especially if it's, you know, maybe in a tutorial where it's kind of explained the thought process and everything of what's going on. But like, yeah, I like to recommend try it yourself. Like, do their exact build yourself, and then once you've done that and you've kind of, you know, understood what's going on a little bit more and seen it for yourself and tried it yourself and everything, then at that point, try doing like an altered version. Like maybe go through the original one and just start changing it around, or try to like build whatever it is. Maybe it's a house, right? Like build another one right next to it, in which you don't do an exact copy and you start changing some things up a little bit, but like you introduce a lot of the same techniques and what have you. And then all of a sudden you're practicing using these techniques, which I think is maybe like, I don't know. For me, that feels like one of the best ways to learn. I'm a very like hands-on, need to do it myself to understand it kind of learner, right? Like you can tell me something, I could read something, and sure, maybe I'll get it sometimes, but like more often than not, I have to do the thing for it to stick. For me to retain it, I need to go through the process of it. And everyone learns differently, right? But like, just copy pasting doesn't teach much, but building someone's build yourself does teach. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's not a matter of copy pasting, right? Because there's more to it than that, right? You can copy the whole build, but with an effort to kind of understand what you're doing the entire time, that's what makes the difference. And especially if you do that, and then right after doing that, you start to make it your own, where it's like, okay, I see what this person did. Now I've done exactly what they've done, and I can start to tweak it around or see what I might do or see how I could make my own version of this or what have you, right? And like, it's easy to fall into the trap of building something that's too close to what it's inspired by, to where it starts to teeter on like copying what someone's doing. But it's a fine line. It's easy to get like caught up and stressed out about that, and easy to also at the same time not think about that enough, right? Or not like be changing it up enough or what have you. So it's tricky. This is all easier said than done, but you know, if I had any potential like advice on it, that's what it would be. Given my own experiences and knowledge that I have to work with. Alright, got these A-frames built, and got everything on the inside lit up. Don't need to do anything on the side there. I could, like, reclaim these ceiling tiles or these roof tiles, but I haven't been doing that lately, so it's alright. Not a big deal, we'll just leave it. And I think that's ready to merge on this side. We're leaving it feeling partially unfinished just because of the next building that needs to happen, but we've got this roof melding into the one next to it in such a way that we've prevented this like weird gutter between the rooftops, and it feels a little bit more little bit more of an intentional, you know, combining of two structures to kind of make one bigger one. So I like it. That's good. We do need to do lecterns for both of these buildings. I need to go get some lecterns. Been forgetting about that detail. I'm gonna need to make some more as well. So we'll see about doing that. All of the spruce frame buildings over there get specific lectern detail around the base of them, because the color kind of works, and then the dark oak ones don't. But that one's kind of one of the more niche things we do in the buildings and easy to forget about. For now, though, it's all built, so we can put everything away, clean up the old inventory. All well and good. And then, where do I have lecterns? Okay, we've got all of these to work with. I may actually also need these, so we'll see what we're working with. But this will be what we do. Now that I'm thinking about it, there's a good chance I also need some wall blocks. So this is the one we were just working on. Right here, these are high enough, or they're kind of recessed into the ground. We don't need to do those. And then over here, we're into this building. We don't do any on the door. This would be where we start doing them. Just like so, and around town we roll. Got that. Got that. Okay. Good stuff. There's that one. The dark oak's fine. We'll go around the other side and go from there. I'll modify the things I dislike on someone's build and then incorporate what I do like. Those are on. I like that. That's good. That's a good way to do it. Heck yeah. Inspiration from others and then ways to make it your own. Name of the game. Is there something? Yes. Okay, let's get rid of that. Taking a scalpel to, oh wait, I'm missing some other messages. Experimenting, because you're not this version of the ship of Theseus. Oh, I get it. Okay, okay. And then taking a scalpel to a bunch of different examples that all fall under one wider group and then stitching them together. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it as well. I like that. You got the right idea. Let me up. There we go. Okay. Drop those in there, and then... Okay, got all those. We'll do one in here. This building's good to go. I remember them over there. Remember them over there. It's really easy for me to forget about these, so just kind of checking retroactively to make sure I did all of those. Good to go. And that'll be first building of the day taken care of. Cool deal. Didn't need any of these extra things after all. So with that, we can reorganize, restock, and determine what we're gonna do for the next building. How's it going, Lilia? Lilia, welcome in. Happy time zone. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing well indeed. Yes, yes. Good to see you. Hope life's been treating you well. We are cranking some progress in the city of Aethos as of late. Getting tons of stuff done, getting tons of progress made. All sorts of good things. Been great. In terms of what we're going to do on this next building, I'm thinking it's time for a red roof. I think we'll do a dark oak frame. And I also think we'll go brick terracotta on this one. So I'm gonna need more bricks soon. So do those and go for these. Okay. One of those. 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 Okay, we'll do those in a minute. Do those. One door of the opposite type. Do this for the doorway. One of these. Two of those, two of those, two of those. Okay. We need a ton of spruce. Okay. And those. And those. You know what? That might be enough stairs. Might still be good. Red roof. And off we go. Speed run. Can't overly complain. That's good. That's good. We'll take that. And we will, and we will. Getting this road done, I think, will be real nice once we get all these buildings in place. I'm so excited for District 2 to be done. That's going to be one of the larger milestones in the progress, or in the progression of this city. It's been a while since we've had a good kind of milestone progression-wise. Not to mention getting all of this connected here is going to really help fill everything out. This has just kind of been an open gap in the city, because I kind of built, you know, I had some of these, I had a little bit over here done, but we just had this big, like, empty space that we're just kind of filling in. Anyway, this is a really big... this is a really big house. Okay. Yeah. Run it. Let's get rid of some stuff here. I need those. Try to clear out some of these. Dr. Horrible sing-along blog? What's up? I would like the big house because I'll never be able to afford one IRL, says Ginger. Listen, you got a better head start than most anyone else in chat, so you got this. I believe in you. Okay, we got a couple options for where we could put the door on this building. I do think it would be nice if it was offset from that one just a little bit. No, this level would be the same. So I'd have to go lower or higher. I don't really want to go lower. No. Okay, I think we're just going to go from here. So 3, 4, 5, 6. And then across and onward. Let's see. That's a different building. These are different buildings. Keep track of which one we're actually building right now. Okay. How's Arizona treating you, Ari? It's going good. It's going good. It's been... I've said it before, say it again. You know, everything about this entire year has been the most... like crazy life-changing time in bad ways, good ways, in between ways, all of the ways. Like, I'm very, very frequently just left feeling just exhausted every single day. I feel that way, and I think it's, you know, things aren't necessarily bad right now at all. I'd say things are actually going great, but there's just been so much. I've managed and juggled so much more in this past year than at any other point in my life. And like it's like I still feel it, you know what I mean? Even when things are like better off now and doing good and trending right, like it's been a time. Though since I've been in Arizona, it's been great. Been great. I love living here. It's so much infinitely better than living in Texas. I cannot stress enough how much living in Texas was not enjoyable. And it's night and day, like living here. So that's been great so far. Been doing a lot of, I've talked about it all on stream, but getting a lot of help for myself and, doing what I can to just be a lot more, conscious and I can't think of the right word, but around like self-care, just like aware of and seeking it out and like putting myself in a better, healthier place, I guess, because I've spent a lot of my life not doing that. I spent a lot of my life just kind of not seeking help when I need it and letting things fester and ignoring things and being that kind of person. And I feel like, I am, as cliche as it sounds, I am a completely different person from 1 year ago, but like, I feel confident in saying that, like, when I say that in the situation I've gone through, it's like, that's for real. That's like, anyone who knows me IRL, anyone who's around me, they'll tell you the same thing. 1 year ago today versus right now, it could not be more night and day. So, in a big way, it's been exhausting, and like, I still feel it every night when I go to bed, where it's like, I just feel the most tired I've ever felt. And I think it's just the lingering effects of such a crazy time in my life, And like, while things are starting to settle down, they still haven't properly. They still haven't fully gone to where like I'm relaxed on any given day. For the most part, like I can relax day to day, more or less, a little bit, but more the broad, general kind of sense, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm kind of rambling a little bit. I don't know if what I'm saying, if I'm saying something that could be followed very easily, but it's been good. I've been doing good. Doing good, just tired. Just like, life has got me like worn out this past year, so it's nice that things are doing good. But I'm feeling it. I'm kind of in like a recovering state, I guess is a good way to put it, from all the chaos. There's still like a little bit here and there. I've got so many appointments I'm juggling lately, so many things to take care of in an effort to like take care of myself and look after myself and better myself and everything like that. Like, it's all good things, good reasons, good chaos, but it's still more chaos nonetheless. And so, as good as all that's going, I am constantly feeling like, just like my body hasn't caught up to the insanity that has been the past year. Arizona's nice, though. You were just asking about Arizona. Arizona's nice. I'd recommend it. If you're in the States. If you're not in the States, don't move to the States. But if you're stuck here like I am at the moment, Arizona's cool. It's nice. It might be a little hotter than I would prefer, but you do get sunshine 7 days a week. And it's pretty beautiful out here. Everywhere you look, there's mountains in the distance. How's it going, Benji? Hope you're having a beautiful day. Oh my gosh. You as well, friend. Hope you've been doing well. Good to see you. Good to see you. Well, these buildings are like offset from one another. I can fit a window in here. Just barely. Just barely. And not right here. Never mind. That's a building. But I can squeeze a window in this little gap right here. Watch me. Watch me. This one, this is another gap. We can do another window right here. We take those. Hope you're having a beautiful day. Yes, indeed. How long do you have uni and building? Now just doing some editing. Oh my gosh, let's go. Hope uni treated you well. Hope building was fun. Hope editing treats you well as well. Pretty relaxing, little Wednesday vibes for myself up to this point. Though I've had a renewed focus on this world, on this project. Recently, I've done a lot more writing. I've got myself in a routine, which is really nice. I've been working on this world a lot, really putting the attention into this project, like I used to, and like I should, like it deserves. So that's felt really good as well. I feel like, you know, in a big way, our stream is kind of missing the proper amount of time and effort into this project. It was like the basis of this whole stream for so long. Just getting distracted by other stuff, and like I haven't worked on Inspire in a while, and I need to because I still do want to keep YouTube going, but I've been trying to be a little careful about, you know, okay, I have a lot going on in my life right now, so let me not overwhelm myself by trying to do too much of a combination between life and work. Like at some point I've gotta decide, you know, pause something so I don't overwhelm myself. Okay, anyway, I'm missing some chat right now. I'm so sorry. Buns is here. Welcome in, Buns. Sometimes you need a good ramble, says Beanie. Yes, indeed. Buns said, well done for taking control of your life. You must be proud of how far you've come. I try to celebrate today. Look forward to tomorrow. But know that... I lost the message. But know that I can only deal with tomorrow when it's here. Cliche, I know, but it's how I cope. No, I like that. That's good. I like that. What's up if something doesn't change? I'm moving to Denmark or something, says Lemon. I think we're past if something doesn't change, in my book. For me, we're past that. We're beyond the point of no return, of no saving. I just want to get out here at the first available option, you know? That's where I'm at. Pairing uni with my Minecraft addiction is difficult, but managing. Yeah, no, that's... That's entirely fair. I never went to uni, so I don't know. I can't say I know exactly what it's like, but I've known a lot of people in uni, going to uni, past or present, and I would have a very hard time juggling everything. I already have a hard time with like normal life stuff in stream as a job and whatnot. So like, yeah, you're doing some pretty what's the word? Impressive stuff, inspiring things, juggling all of that. Difficult, but admirable. That's the word. Admirable. Heck yeah. Junie Love says, I finally fully embraced Turtle Gang by starting a new, potentially forever world and playing on Peaceful, and I'm having a blast. Heck yeah. Turtle Gang is what it's all about. There is no right or wrong way. You just play. No right or wrong way as long as you're having fun. Is that the thing? Waiting for a grade for my first exam yesterday. Fair. And work-life balance is a real struggle? Yeah. Can I request a T3 emote, says Ginger? I really want the CSI Fireball and sunglasses on GIF. CSI Fireball and sunglasses. I don't think I know exactly what you're referring to with that. I'm feeling it now. I started both uni and my medical transition, says Benji. Yeah. Big step. I'm happy for you. That's awesome. I just started progesterone literally like 2 days ago. So that was a big step in my transitioning journey that I'm really excited about. Do I go in to get that stair? Surely not. Surely it's fine. Okay, got those in there. One more over here. Inspired. I just woke up, so super good morning to ya. Slept in quite a bit. I think we're in the same, we got the same time now, 10:30. But welcome in, super good to have you. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, good to see you. The recent press stuff, Beanie says, gives me hope that America will fight back a little bit, but Jeannie and I have agreed that if it's looking bad next year, we're gonna look into moving way up north. I like it. I like it. It's like having a 32-hour commitment plus being used to playing 60+ hours of Minecraft a week plus now hormonal changes. No, I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. That I would get overwhelmed. I get overwhelmed easily as is. I'm a very easily stressed out, anxious, overwhelmed person. So that's like the prime example of something I would not do very well with. Okay, nothing there, and then we can do one right here. I'm not doing anything on some of these because that's where the other buildings are gonna clash. So there's no need in doing the details because it'll be covered up anyway. We're just kind of working on all of the areas that may be exposed once everything's built up. And that way there's less that we have to remove when constructing the next building. Specifically when they clash. I guess no fireball, misremembered, says Ginger. It's when the dude puts on sunglasses and goes, yeah? I don't think I know it. I don't think, at least based on how you're describing it, I can't think of what it is you're talking about. Maybe it's one of those things where if I saw it, I'd understand and I'd know. Because that's very often a thing. Okay. We got those details, and I'll tell you what, chat, it's time to look at the roof, which means we're going to do another prediction for flare. Here's how it works. Here's the drill. Here's what's happening. Every rooftop, I do a coin flip to determine if we're going to flare the tips and the peaks. Okay? You got 2 minutes at the top of your chat to predict with channel points on if you think it'll be heads or tails, flare or no flare. And once that prediction's over, we'll do the coin flip live on stream. I'll show it on stream on Google, and we'll go from there. So get your channel points in, get your predictions in. Those of you guys who fancy gambling some channel points, remember, gambling is bad. I don't recommend gambling in the real world, but for channel points, what the heck? It's channel points. Might as well, might as well. So get those predictions in, and don't forget, don't leave it until the last second, okay? Predictions oftentimes will end up closing even with 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds left on the countdown, okay? Because it's a little weird on the timing and in the delay. So the longest you should wait before you get your prediction in is like 10 seconds remaining. You should put any last second predictions in at the 10-second mark or sooner. Speaking of, we're at less than a minute left. We've got 4 voters at the moment. 4 voters on flare or no flare. Hold on, do I want to... No, this one will just purely meet the roof of this one, which does mean I don't need to do any of that. Though, this is rather interesting. We're going to have a couple elements of it, and then there's this building, which whose back corner meets the back corner of this one. And I'm thinking, if anything, I'm going to make this 3 A-frames. I'm going to do a point right here on the corner. Yeah. I think... Well, hold on. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. And I think because of that, I might have to build this up normally to better understand how this is going to go, and then tear it out as needed for the next building, which I don't love to do, but I think it'll be necessary here. Think it'll be necessary, so put those out for now. All right, we got 8 predictors in. 65% are on heads. Let's see real quick. Laggy. It's heads. It's heads. There we go. Just like that. Bing, bang, boom. Heads flare. GG heads voters. We know this is going to be flared out. Isn't that the sound bit Sokka used during the Copathon? Oh, maybe. Maybe. See you in the next episode and then cue that up. Okay, I don't think this is going to matter because that one's going to be cut out, but even this one up here going to be cut out from this building. We can at least put flare over here. There's no buildings interrupting these guys. That'll be the one. I sent the YouTube clip through Whispers. Okay. I will definitely not forget to watch that. Plus, if it's the Sokka thing, if it's what Sokka did, then I do know it. I think it's going to be Tails because my Pokemon Pocket TCG has been giving me nothing but Tails, says Benji. Dang. Dang. I love that. That's awesome. Heads it was. 420 in, 623 out. Go smaller or something. Okay, lights everywhere. Good to go. Drop those down. Chat, we're getting ready for our food break before too long. By before too long, I'm talking 17, 18 minutes. On the hour will be our little lunch break. We'll throw some words on stream. We'll get all that going. Okay, this is a flared roof. I am going to do this top down on this side. Help us kind of meld it together a little bit better. Which one would supersede the other? That's an interesting question. I think I just go with that. I think I just go with that. That's the safe bet. And then those are merged together. Do this one. Okay, and then flare this bit. All of this will be exposed for sure. Third and final tall one. That just goes right back into that roof. And then we'll get that last one. Hopefully there's enough spruce. Usually there's not 3 full-size A-frames, but... Okay. Do all this one. The entirety of this one normally, I think is what I'm trying to say. Good deal. Okay. Almost did the new job for a year. That's crazy to think about. Oh my gosh. I remember when that whole thing was going on where you were getting a new job. Hold on, I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this one. 1, 2, 3. And then... One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Should I just... I think that'll do. I'm just kind of improvising. I think that's fine. I think that's good. Okay. So... now we can get to some of these details. Let me grab one of those. If that one goes there. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Fine. I was wrong. This is rough. Is that your pickup line art? I don't even remember what I said. I kind of locked in a little bit. Being such a stressful time, so glad we didn't pick that fall for the wedding. I gotcha. Yeah, I think it all worked out pretty good. All things considered. All of these, and around we go. Okay. I have another meeting in 15 minutes, says Ginger. Life. No words for you. Rip. How many meetings would you say you have a week, Ginger? This is really weird how this comes together here. I'm gonna say pillars override rooftop. Okay, I cannot see what I'm doing. I can see even less than you guys can see because of the glare on my screen right now. Oh my god. 9 for this week to date, says Ginger. May get some more added. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, dude. My 9 a.m. meeting got canceled, says Beanie. Been free all day. Oh my gosh. Flex on him. Holy, dude. Okay, that's a weird one, but it works. Weird, but it'll do. It'll do. Okay. Now we have the fun part. Now we get to figure out how this roof is gonna work here. I want to start where it collides with this other building, so that we can work those details out for starters. I think that's it. I think everything else pretty clear cut, pretty simple. Except for over there. That's gonna get complicated, but for now it's fine. All right. Cool. Get some more red terracotta going. And put this one purple away. Okay, and then I should get more of these to do the insides of those A-frames. While we're at it. Okay. How's it going, Echo Microwave? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. How do, how do? Doing pretty good? Heck yeah, let's go. Love to see it. I'm doing good as well. Making some more lore world progress, as we do, as we do. Love some lore time. We're getting ready for our food break in a second here. This will be building number 2 that we finish up today so far. Making great time with 2 houses. And then we're going to put some words on while I go get lunch in like 9 minutes. It'll be great. It'll be a great time. Good song. I missed another Gamba prediction. Yeah, every rooftop we're doing, for the coin flip for Flare, I'm doing predictions. So if you're around when we're doing buildings and what have you, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to do predictions. A lot more ways to introduce opportunities to shake up the old channel points. I might not have brought enough. I should stick around for words to take Echo's ideas, says Ginger. Oh no. Joke's on you, Ginger. I'm never playing words ever again. I had to go to Walmart today, says Echo. Life, but I got so many cute clearance clothes, so I don't care. Say what you want about Walmart, but the No Boundaries brand eats every time. I don't know that I know the brand off the top of my head. It's so good, heck. Love it. Can someone please translate what Echo said for me, says Ginger? Why does no one know my girly pop slang? It's okay, Ginger. Even I have a hard time sometimes. And me, please, says Beanie. Yeah. Listen, we're just old. We're just old, guys. We're just old. Life. Some of us have gray hair, Echo. Yeah. Yeah, you ever consider that? No, that's just you, Ginger, says Beanie. Dang. Oof. Hate to see that one. Basically, eats means devoured, like scrumptious. Like the outfit is really good. Like you look hot, attractive in the clothes. Devoured. No crumbs, says Retro. That's right. Slay early ad echo, says Retro. Retro gets me. Oh my gosh. Zero crumbs. I have never looked like that in any clothes, says Ginger. L. Oh my god. What is happening in chat right now? Holy. You're doing great. You're doing great. You're doing great. Oh, I placed one too many. Good deal. Okay, I think we're done with building number 2 on the day. That's building, or that's house 54. Seems good. Do I want to do the little divots on the roof? I think I do. I think it could help this one quite a bit. Not a lot of opportunities to do it because we're going to have these buildings back here, but we'll have one opportunity. Maybe 2 if we're lucky. No, actually that one wouldn't go there. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. Lick the plate clean, dude. For example, Ari's VTuber is eating right now. Incredible. We got a hamster, so cute. Did not. I didn't know they sold hamsters to rats. Yeah, honestly, good point. Good point. All right, 2 buildings done on the day so far. We're getting there. We're getting there, slowly but steadily. And do I need to heal these shears? I do. We're getting to the point where these need fixed up, and I'm gonna forget to do that if I don't do that right now. So that's as easy as one big trade cycle with villagers. Or wait, we need junk drawer. And I guess let's do like, I don't know, more golden carrots. Okay. You know what? It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Stretch, yeah. Yep. Oh, here, let me use these ones, and then I'll put those in there, and then... Yeah, we'll do full stack, or wait. We'll do that. Do that, and then I have some extra room in here, so... A little less organized, but it's fine. Good deal. Head back, sleep, and then food break. Ouch. I can't do words anymore because Rajan and Jared, 50 cows, steal my words. Oh my gosh. For real? I can't believe they would do that to you. That's not cool, guys. Not cool, not cool. For real. Alright, well. Well. If there's one thing I do know, it's that you can words here, and it's okay. This is a good word space. Good word space. All right, I'll be back, chat. I'm gonna go make my food, get my food, eat my food, stretch my legs. I'll be gone for 30 minutes or so, as always with every food break. So, in the meanwhile, enjoy your words on stream adventure, and good luck. And I'll be back eventually. All right, chat. Good run. What was that? Was that really high round we got to? Was it like 23? Something like that? 21? Anyway. Can we talk about how after that really good run, we had like the hardest level 1 and hardest level 3 I've ever seen in my life? Like we legitimately failed on level 3. That was crazy. That was crazy. That was insane. Okay, we're going to close that out and make sure we're nice and good to go here. I think we are. Okay. So here's the deal, chat. First half of stream, 2 houses down. Oh my god, my voice. 2 houses down. That leaves us with, in District 2 of the city, 6 buildings left to go. 5 more kind of a part of this big mesh, and then 1 kind of on its own. I'm so excited to get all the way up to this one. This will be the last one in District 2, because it's going to be right here at the base of the cathedral, and it's going to be right here at the base of kind of the city center, and this little area right here as well, which is kind of like a continuation of it in a big way. So I'm going to start really filling out a lot of the middle part of town, which is exciting because this has just kind of been empty for so long. But we're getting there. We're getting there. As for trees in this area, I'm kind of waiting until we get these buildings done, and then we can do all the roads around here, because a lot of where I might place these trees depends on the roads and the buildings kind of being in place, so that I know what I'm working with and what I need to do with these trees and everything like that, right? So anyways, the next building that we are going to have our hand at, it really could be any of these three, because they're all kind of like right in a row right there. And I'm thinking we'll lean towards, or we'll try to think of this in terms of what would be the best order to do these, because they're all going to be overlapping in some capacity. So for example, I don't think I would do the middle one first, because there's too many overlaps going on. I would want to start with either edge. And I want to say, because that one's separated, I can hold off on that one for now. That shop right there, which makes me lean towards this one to do next. But a little overlap right there. It's going to mesh with that one that we would do next. And we'll kind of go like here, and then I think we'll do the middle one after, and then that last one. So we'll just kind of go in this little line right here. Seems like a good plan to me. And they're all getting done. You know, they're all getting done before long regardless, so. Tell you what. One of these days, I need to stop breaking all of this stuff and start picking it up with shears, because it'll come in handy someday. I always end up needing this stuff somewhere. Back to studying 07 Sloppy. Okay. Let's figure out what we want to do for this building. I think we're going to do wool calcite in the walls. And I think we're going to do another spruce frame. So spruce, white, and for the roof, we'll do gray, I think. Pretty simple. Make that work. Go grab what we need and get cracking. Any stream where we're doing like 3 entire houses in a Hathos is a good day. That's good progress right there. Alright, so frame blocks, and then for these we specifically need a lineup that looks a lot like that. Let's see about getting those stairs looking a little bit better, getting a handful more trapdoors, and see what we could do fence-wise. 46 would be plenty. Put those away. Spruce feels good. Dark oak. Grab a door. Losing track of everything. Sign for the front door, something for under the door. We need 1 stack of what our eventual roof is going to be. We need some window making material. Don't know how many windows this building's going to have, but we'll be ready. You can count on it. You can count on it. 2 of these. 2 of these. And with the rooftop, 2 of each. Bing, bang, boom. I probably don't need all of that dark oak. See what we could do here. Okay, that's plenty. The stairs are really the kind of expensive part. $64.46. I feel like that's pretty decent. Alright, let's run it. I haven't missed any vibe checks today, have I? Or anything like that that I need to go note in a book? I don't think so far. I think we're alright. Gotta ask though, because sometimes it slips my mind and I can't be too certain. Okay, door for that last one was on this layer. A lot of this house is on the next layer. I wouldn't mind the path coming up and meeting it one layer higher. I think that could work out pretty good. We'd be looking at 5 from here, 3, 4, 5, which means the crossbeam sits 1 block higher. And if this is offset from that last building just a little bit, then it'll probably slot into place pretty decently. We'll take that. This is going to override a chunk of this rooftop right here. Like so, and these for sure won't be here. Have some slight double ups here because of how those line up, and then these come out here. This is all fine at the moment. Don't have this other one built yet. And up we go. Not that the stats are entirely accurate, they've been corrupted a few times, but I really wonder what I'm getting to with some of these block placement numbers on the stats page as it is at the moment. Times used, 127,000 dark oak logs, 105,000 dark oak slabs, 92,000 spruce slabs, 75,000 spruce logs. Holy dude. Okay, there's our frame. Had to mute for a cough. There's our frame, and real quick, while we're up here, might as well start stripping some of this stuff while I can access it a little easier. Okay. Got all those, get rid of the wool, and we'll put up that facade. That'll start us out. Walls go up from there. Bing, bang, boom. Alright, don't need those, don't need that. And I know I wanted to put the door kind of over here, up on this little incline. I think right here is going to be just the right spot for that. We'll also see if we can just kind of shape that little bit right there out a little better for the sake of doing the details later. Okay. Sleep real quick. Get that in and build us up first little wall right here. Oh wait, hold on. Better remember to leave that one for the little stairs, and the rest are good. Good deal. Okay. Drop those in there, and now we got a lot more room to work with. Get our walls going from here. I think there'd be quite a few windows in this one. For a change. Oh, whoops. This is some tall walls. Holy. I didn't realize just how much. Solo building over there. Which means more windows. Okay. Couple more. That path kind of creeps in through the back here. Well, whoever's gonna own this house ain't complaining. I tell you what. Okay, last window over here. This one will not be a window because it is bordering the next building. Same with the rest of these. Gotta spawn-proof those little pockets by this other building. Just some slabs. Slabs don't cause particles like torches do. Anything I can do to keep the lag down. Okay, this one will have a window. If it can, it will. It shall. Perfect. Okay. Fix that one real quick. And while we're up here, go ahead and torch it up before we get to the glass. Sweet. Oh, I'm so excited to get this last little part of this area built in. So excited for that. Oh my gosh. Okay. Drop that down. Not gonna do the roof yet. Not gonna worry about that. Let's get our glass in, do our details, try to make sure the bottom is taken care of. And then we'll kind of work up from there. I'm not gonna break time on that break time because I was gone for like 40 minutes on my food break, so. I only just got back. Therefore, Alt Acrylic, you have no power here. Okay, we need these, and these. All right, let's start by the front door. Oh, of course, I didn't do some of the windows. Okay, so that means that this one gets the stair detail. And it means these two get the slab detail. Whoops. Pretty much just, 1 second. Pretty much just that on repeat. Okay. So, carry that on. Right on the corners, we're going to have the slab detail. Here and here. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Yes, yes. Good to go. Stair in the middle, just a little bit. And... then we're on to the other side. I think it'll mostly be intact because it doesn't merge with that next building yet, but that backside we won't have to do anything. There's actually more of this one exposed than we've been accustomed seeing in the recent handful. Whoa!
Mobbies.
Oh my goodness! Hello? Hello? Ginger, thank you for the $20 to hit the goal. What just happened? Oh my goodness. Whoa. 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 Chat, this is not a drill. We gotta do a marble race. Hello, dink donk. Hello, dink donk. Marble race for an armor stand. Okay, hold on. Let me finish my train of thought, and then we'll get ready to do an armor stand giveaway. Welcome in, Aryan. Okay. And nothing on the back here. We're good to go. A little bit of trapdoor shenanigans. Okay, I think we're ready. Good deal. What do we got? Steam, marbles, load. All right, chat. Calling all lurkers. Chatters, acrylic watchers, lurkers, and watchers. All alike, we got to give away an armor stand, courtesy of Ginger hitting the donut goal on screen. So here's what happens. And here's how it works. Anytime we hit the dono goal that's on screen, right above the chat on the right side, we do a marbles race, and the winner of that marbles race, or highest finishing eligible marble, wins an armor stand, customized armor stand, in the Minecraft world, in the Ecryph of Alone Castle specifically. What's the Ecryph of Alone Castle? Glad you asked. The Ecryph of Alone Castle is this. That is right behind me. That's where we're putting armor stands currently. So if you already have an armor stand in the castle, feel free to participate, though you cannot have two in the same place. So those of you guys who already have one, you're basically waiting until we move on, we fill it up, and we move on to the next location, and then everyone can win again. But anyway, you can still join. It's marbles nonetheless. And if you don't have an armor stand in the castle, now's your chance to get in with a chance to get an armor stand in said castle. It includes your player head, your Minecraft player head, and then some customization that you might want to put on it and everything like that. Just get you into the world a little bit, right? Fun little thing we do. Anyway, welcome in AMZ, worky lurky, but hey, thanks, I appreciate it. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. So we're gonna give it a minute. We're gonna make sure people have enough time to realize this is going on. And let me put this in the general chat. Armor stand race, get in here. There we go. There we go. All right. Getting everyone on in here. The more, the merrier. The more, the merrier. Do, 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 do. Armor stand giveaway race. Courtesy of Ginger for hitting that dono goal. Love in chat for Ginger. Of course, I have the love button right here. We love to see that. We're on Marbles Featured. It's one of the newer maps in Marbles. The stream record is held by LEK at 2 minutes 4.8 seconds. That is the time to beat. We're in the middle of doing a bunch of building, so I don't want to linger on this too long. Calling any other marblers who have not yet marbled, you have until I'm done checking my tabs and lurking in homie streams to join on in before we get this started. As I go down the list and drop some lurks, redeem some dailies, and all such things as those. There's a lot of homies live right now. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yep. Redeem there. Yep. Pop over here. Yep. You guys got a little bit of time. It's taking me a little bit of time to get here. Alright. On that one. Going over to this one. And alright. Made my rounds, lurked in my tabs. You guys ready to go? Ready to get this underway? Let's get this going, chat. 10 seconds going on the board. 9 marbles, of which most of these guys are already in the castle. We'll see how it goes. But Ginger might have an easy road right here, depending. Paid the money, wants to get in the castle. Very high likelihood. Either way, on we roll, down we go. Looking for who's going to walk away with the win and who's going to walk away with the armor stand. Let's follow with Peach right here as everyone takes this big old jump. We're going to lose a couple marbles off of the map in the backdrop. It's going to be Streamer. First one off of the map. I said a couple, but actually it turned out to just be me. Skill issue. Dab is going to take the lead. Though, if I'm not mistaken, Dab's already in the castle. I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong. Dab holding on to the lead in a very impressive run so far. Up through the early section of this race, ahead of the stream record. As of right now, gets a good bounce through the minefield right there. And it wasn't quite as good as the stream record line right there, but Dab's still holding on strong. Here comes Ginger now, up into the conversation. Ginger's going to be looking to take over first place from Dab. Or at the very least, get himself in position for the armor stand. Dab going down the staircase right now and flirting with maybe using this rail. Not going to happen. Into the spinny boy goes Dab and gets caught just a little bit. Ginger's also going to be going down the spinny boy. But up here on the railing, it's going to be Dark Fairy looking for a shot. Arian's going to fall off in the backdrop. And now Dark Fairy into the conversation with a good line right there. It's Dab, Ginger, Dark Fairy. First, second, and third as we run. Dab holding on, but Ginger closing in, looking for some good runs here with the speed boosts. Dab gonna get caught up by that spot right there, and that's gonna work out perfectly for the likes of Ginger. Now, just got to avoid the swinging hammers of doom, does Ginger, and it will be good at this rate. Also, stream record potential, depending on how you get through the section right here into the swinging hammers of doom. Ginger is through. Will Ginger get down the funnel quick enough to challenge the record? Probably not by the looks of it. Dark Fairy is in the opposite funnel, but we know Dark Fairy's already in the castle. Through we go with Ginger. It's not a stream record, but to the line, it is going to be Ginger who pays for the race and wins the armor stand and race at that. Love to see it. Claps all around. Pay to win. Real and true. Real and true. Oh, yeah. Incredible. There it is. Ginger, still the only one to have finished this race. Ginger, here's what I need from you. I need your, if you have a Java Minecraft account, I need to know what the username is so I can get your player head. If not, let me know if a helmet's okay or if you want like a Steve skin. And I'll make something work. That's the first one. Beyond that, I need to know what armor you want. Most often it's just dyed leather. And I can do multiple colors if you want multiple colors. Pretty much anything except netherite. No trims on them. You can hold an item if you want to hold an item. It's got to be a common item. Steve skin is fine? Okay. Got it. Let's check the shop real quick, actually. Steve skin is fine. Noted. Alright, let's go get our armor stand stuff, and we'll do this real quick. Claps all around. Clap, clap. Clap, clap. Red armor of some sort, and then the item is Beanie's head. She has agreed to it. That is how I ended up with the cell with Kale lore. Okay, that's interesting. That's an interesting suggestion, or that's an interesting item choice that nobody has ever asked for before. Okay. Huh. Fair enough. Let's see here. Let's get what I can get here. Red armor of some sort. Make that work. One armor stand from out of here. As opposed to this one, which I'm running out of. Let's see, name this. Okay, there goes that anvil. And do I have 5 anvils in here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do 19. You said red of some sort. So I feel like I could have fun with this. Why don't we do 1 red? We'll do 1 dark red. And we'll do 1 light red. And we'll give you a little gradient. Starting with dark on the boots. That is more of like a brown. And then red on the pants. And then like a lighter red right there. That is pretty red. Let me actually, or pretty different. Let me get this closer to red, and let me get that closer to red. There we go. That'll do. Let me see how this looks real quick. Chest plate, just a little more red, perchance. Oh yeah, there's a nice little bit of red going on. Okay. We're gonna do that. I need a Steve skin. Where's my player head command? I don't remember. There's like a username that we used to use that like always had Steve, but let's see what we could do here. If we player name, if I spam it, it'll give me a random one. Minecraft Steve? I don't know, man. I don't know. What did I do wrong? Name? Oh. Name, colon, DDD, and then no colon. Minecraft Steve. That's not mixed Steve. Okay, let's try. I remember what Mojang name is? Yeah, that's fair. Ease head. Okay. Alright. Nope. Okay. Yeah, having a name that we know is Steve would be great. Beautiful. Steve head. All right. Got that one. We need Beanie's head. Okay, and then that's everything. Okay. Now we just need to know where in the castle you would like to be Ginger. Actually, no, you're in your jail cell. That's right. We already determined that. Already determined. Okay. Sleep real quick. Head downstairs. Get that put in there. We'll be good to go. Alright, Kalandry in this cell. Ginger in this cell. Okay. Now let's do dink donk, dink donk, dink And then we're gonna want to do here. I need these to be here so I can visualize things a little better. Beanie's head is like facing that way. Let's see if we can have. Well, it looks like you're eating it like a corn dog. Okay, hold on. Okay, and then we'll go left arm. There, and then the prophecy has finally been fulfilled, says Beanie. Honestly. Okay, and then okay, and then right leg. We need faces that way. We support a pay to win. We do support a pay to win. Okay, I think that's good. I think we got it. Calandria's gel cell, Ginger's gel cell. Now officially immortalized. In the dungeons. Next to the Fungin. With all that chaos that's going on over there. There it is. GG. Clap. Oops. Don't look who paid for the Marvies race, yeah. No, it's fine, it's fine. Surely. Okay, whoops, whoops. Bink bonk. Okay, good to head back, good to keep building. Surely. Let's get a little bit more of this while we're here. We can also do a lot of more of this while we're here. And this. Might as well. Where were we then? Prediction time for the rooftop. Little prediction gamble time. All right, chat. 2 minutes. Top of your chat. Flare, no flare. Heads or tails. What are you feeling? What are you thinking? What's it looking like? You let me know. Predict away with those channel points. I have finished 3 of the 7 items on my chores list for today and finally made it to Thursday in good omens. Ooh, nice, nice. Heck yeah. Just in time for gambling. How's it going? JSAB, welcome in. And also, I don't know if I said hello to you, Kitty, but welcome in, Kitty. Good to have you. Hope you guys are doing all right, doing good, doing great. I'm getting a phone call. Spam call. Love it. Beautiful. Just what I want to see. All right. How's it looking on the prediction? We've got 6 voters, 20 seconds remaining to get your votes in. All right, prediction coming to a close, and we'll see what we got here. Who's voting what, where, how, and why. All right, we got 7 voters. 24,000 channel points on heads, 7,000 on tails. Dab is the highest voter with 12K on heads. 12,000 in the hopeful squad. All right, chat. All right, chat. Here's our coin flip. I'm not on a food break. It's tails. There it is. There it is, and there we have it. Tails wins, and there goes Dab's 12K. No flare. There's our payout. There's your channel points. Or maybe not if you lost. Maybe not. There's your channel points, but you know. This is devastating, says JSAM. It's okay, it happens. Happens to the best of them. Do that real quick. We'll do a little mini A-frame on both sides, I think. 31,475, says Ginger. Oh my gosh. Ginger's just on a roll between paying for the marbles race, winning the marbles race, getting the armor stand, and then winning the prediction. Have fun with my 420 CP. Classic. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay, got that one. This is a little weird because this other building still has yet to be built, and it is going to break up how this rooftop works just a little bit. Only some of the bottom parts of it, though. So building it up like normal is the plan, because most of it's going to remain unchanged. And whatever we do need to change, it's just easier to break it back down than it is to try and figure it out ahead of time. Okay. The last little mini A-frame. This building, for the most part, is pretty standard. There's basically no melding that we're doing in this one. Or at least very little of it. For now, until we build the next one. But it feels like we're just kind of back to building the normal District 2 stuff. Funny how that works. Okay. Up next, we're going to get these pillars. Beautiful. Grab these as well. These are better to do now before we do any of the rest of the frame, because we have like mobility and headspace and we're not crowded by the roof already being in place. And I need to do these more often, but a lot of times I get lost in the sauce of the rooftop and get too focused on doing that. I'm hyped. I just got tickets to a concert I hadn't expected to be able to get tickets for, says Kitty. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, let's go. Yelliker, did I say that right? It was sold out, but many people wanted to go switch to a bigger venue. Nice. Nice. GG. I've never heard of them. Sweet tarts and freeze-dried skittled. Oh my god. We just, dude, literally just got sweet tarts from where was it even from? I don't know. We were like buying some candy. Anyway, got sweet tarts because we saw it was at Five Below, I think. Saw some sweet tarts and was like, oh my god, haven't had sweet tarts in years. So got a little box of them. And they're already gone. They were so good. I was like, oh my god. I don't usually do candy, but that is a candy that I'll do. And what I mean by that is I'll do chocolate candy all day. But other than that, I don't usually do more traditional candy. That one though, sweet tarts, oh my god. One of my fave candies, dude, so good. Oh wait, we don't do the side ones here. Freeze-dried Skittles are a newer fave. Very good texture, while gummy. Interesting. Interesting, okay. I hear you on that. My first instinct is that it would make Skittles even harder to bite into, but maybe not. I'm not a big Skittles person. I don't hate them. And like, if I'm offered Skittles, I'll eat some Skittles, but like... It's never a candy I'll go out of my way to get. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna pick Skittles over other stuff that I like. Not a big fan of tasting the rainbow. Okay, while we're down here, before we do the roof, why don't we do this as well? We'll go ahead and get the walls in these peaks of the roof in place. Bing, bang, bonk, boom. There we go. Good stuff, good stuff. Okay, good, good, good. We're just rapid firing it today, dude. The build progress has been just like steadily getting better and better. It's just like going in, going crazy. Okay. Got all of those, and now it is perfectly set up for us to start doing all of this. To me, chocolate is just food, not a candy, says Kitty. No, I hear ya. I hear ya. I don't usually consider it candy either, but whenever I talk to people about it, it's always candy, so I'm like, okay. If you like sweet tarts, you would enjoy. Okay. Not gummy texture while on gummy. I see. It's the flavor without getting stuck in the teeth. Oh, that's pretty good then. Because that is the downside of Skittles, yeah. Did I miss any lore today? No, actually, that's a great question, Kitty. Because I was just going to talk about how... We haven't talked about any lore today. Haven't had any lore questions. Haven't even had a tour today from any new people popping in and wanting to get a tour. We've been lore deprived on this lore stream. Though the building has been ample and the progress has been good, we have been missing out on lore. I'm new. Can I get a tour, says Beanie? Founder's badge haver of the stream. Right. Surely. You have any especially edgy lore revelations today? Especially edgy lore revelations? I don't know. What kind of edgy lore are you like? You have in mind, like? I don't know where you're at here. I can reset my followage and ask if that would work, says Ginger. It wouldn't, but I don't think it'll stop you. Fun hair. How's it going, Sunraven? Welcome in. It's Edgy Wednesday. This is the Arari VTuber model. RAWR. Wednesdays are emo day. Emo edgy day. So every Wednesday, this is how we're looking. Ginger has been following Acrylic for 9 seconds. Okay. Sounds about right. That sounds about right. Kitty, what's an especially edgy lore question, says JSeb. Incredible. I support Edgy Wednesdays. Incredible. Thank you, Sunraven. I'm glad to know that I have your stamp of approval for Edgy Wednesday. Listen, it's a long-standing tradition here in the Acrylic stream, for those who don't know. Okay? Dating back to 2021. Our hardcore world, which I don't play on very often, but our hardcore world is a modern build aesthetic. And the city that we're building there is like, we always joke about capitalism and the downfalls of society and how we're kind of mocking it with that world. And paving parking lots over forests and destroying habitats and ecosystems. Anyway, that's what made Edgy Wednesday, because then we started complaining about the world and how it was like that. And then one thing led to another, and all of a sudden, Edgy Wednesday's a thing. It used to just be Hardcore Wednesday, but not anymore. Now we just got Edgy Wednesdays. It's a carryover. Okay. Get that frame going into the side right here, and I missed a 4-year anniversary. It's okay. That's okay. I've yet to see anybody get their anniversary down to the year perfectly. But, you know, that's okay. Not everyone pays attention to their followage all the time. There's no biggie. Okay, that's going to be number 3 on the day. I got one. Are there any goths? Now that's a question. Are there any goths in Blutora? Not a question I reckon I ever thought I'd be asked. You know, that's such a out of left field question that I don't think I've ever considered whether or not there were goths in Blutora. So, you might have stumped me with that question. I don't say that there is a canon answer because I don't think I've ever considered it. Breaking new ground. I guess so. What a time. What a time. My sample of approval is very valuable, says Sunraven. The most good? Really? Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. That's good. On Wednesdays, I get attack in chat, says Ginger. Unprovoked, I might add. I'm so far away from 4 years. Take a sip of my drink. I think wherever you look, there's probably at least one. Pillars of any community. True. True. What about vampires? Yes. Yes. Vampires are canon to the lore. Yep, yep. Is that the first time I've mentioned that? Is that a drop? Is that a lore drop for the first time? Have I said that before? I don't know. Alright, have you caught any Megabonk streams? I don't think I know what that means. Since some humans and elves falsely believe the macabre are werewolves, do actual werewolves exist? Perchance. Perchance. They exist enough to be referenced. Werewolf is also cool. It's a newly released game? Okay, okay. See, Kitty knows lore. Kitty knows Books of Lutora. Referencing how the macabre are rumored to be werewolves by, like, racist people. That's knowing the lore. That right there, that is some lore knowledge, I tell you what. I'm about to write a novel with some werewolves in it? Oh, heck yeah. Does this mean there are vampire werewolves? Nay. Nay, you might be getting ahead of yourself. I have an idea, says Beanie. So TOA is a Twilight fanfiction. Yeah. Yep. What's your idea, Beanie? Hit me. This is tragic. No vampire werewolves is tragic. It's canon. It's canon. Write that down. Write that down. Okay, I'll keep that one without the little divots. That's all good to go. That's all good to go. I think this house is done. I think we're good. Ideas and DMs? Oh, snap. Okay. I see you. How did vampires come about? See, now that question, I will not answer at the moment. Are the vampires super fancy and old? Are the vampires super fancy and old and gay? No comment, smile. Secret lore. All vampires are gay, at least by association. That's true. That's true. I think that's canon. That's just life canon. That's just how the world works. All the vampires are tax accountants because conversation sucks the life out of you. Dang. Speaking from experience, Ginger? Yikes. Like, show me a non-queer vampire anywhere, impossible. Oh my gosh, you might have a point. I'd like to think the TOA canon has had a lot of queer retcons in the last year. When you say queer retcons, what exactly does that mean? Because mayhaps, but I don't know if I fully understand what you're saying. Secret lore to the tune of Secret Tunnel. Secret lore, secret lore. Is what my wife tells me every day, says Ginger. Yikes. Yikes. I see. Okay. Interesting. Like, just adjusting your internal ideas of the lore to have more queer people concepts? Yes. I mean, for what it's worth, before I knew about my transition or anything, it was already important to me to do that, and then it just got more important to me. Does that make sense? Like, here, I'm gonna drop a bombshell right now that just makes sense to drop at the moment, but one of the main characters has always been non-binary. Even from well before I knew that I was, you know, knew about myself. Which is funny because, like, you know, a big part of my story is that I didn't have anyone getting me thinking about it myself. But I was like writing that kind of stuff into the story and whatnot. So anyway. Good bombshell. Extremely pog. Like they don't use zeros and ones for coding? Yeah, that's the one. I feel like I remember you alluding to that. Mayhaps. I love a non-binary protag. I love the word protag. I feel like the art and stories people make often show their desires and dreams, even if the creator doesn't realize or know it yet, especially for queer people. Dang. Sunraven, did you just read me like a book? That's crazy. Did I tell you that one of the main characters is a girl that I feel like I am in a big way? Dang. Okay. I just got read like a book. That's crazy. That's crazy. I am also making a statement on myself. No, that's fair. That's totally fair. Oh my goodness. What a time. See, this is good. Lore conversations are good. Book conversations, writing conversations, all of it. It's good. See where we get? What kind of information we get? Oh my gosh. Let me stand up here. Take a look at the last 5 buildings in District 2 that need to be done. Did you just redeem dig straight down while I am on? Dig straight down, huh? I was reading something I wrote when I was like 11, and like, why do I keep writing about how pretty this girl is? I love it. Heck yeah. Okay, for the sake of not losing these blocks, I am gonna go over here and pick these up real quick. Okay. Thanks, Junie Love. Thanks. Boy, am I happy about this one. Oh my goodness. This is my life. Why does this chat torment me so? Oh! Okay, we're good. I was just thinking about doing a prediction about falling in lava. Should we do a prediction about falling in lava? Here. We haven't got to the bottom yet. Alright, chat, you got 1 minute. You got 1 minute to predict. I'm only at y-1. We still got the bottom half of the world to go. You got 40 seconds left. 40 seconds to predict. Channel points. Channel point gamble. Edgy Wednesdays, that's right. Dad putting 1,000 on no? 3,500 on no from Lemon. Dang. Yes voters standing to win some at the moment. If I fell in lava. All right, prediction is closed. 91% no. 91% no. I panicked, didn't hit enough zeros, that's okay. No wins! No wins. Oh wait, I might have needed that granite. I picked it up, oh my gosh! That was wicked. Oh my gosh, that was wicked. That was wicked. Oh my gosh, okay. No! Oh my god. That was crazy. Throws popcorn at streamer? Why? What did I do? Alright. Alright, we need those up there, and then do those, and then okay, do these, and then those, and then gotta fix this thing. Okay, this one, white. Okay, up to here. And then this one. And then this one.
I can refresh safely now.
And this one. This one. And one more. Gosh, last time I stand on the palace. Or the palace, the cathedral. Last time I do that, I tell you what, last time I ever go and show you guys a good view of the place. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you, Lemon, for the 7-month resub, by the way. Oh my goodness. You don't have to do that. What are we doing? Holy dude. Alright, there's the prediction payout, by the way. Thank you so much, Lemon. Appreciate it. Intercepts popcorn thrown at streamer, says Happy Son. Someone's got my back. At least someone's got my back. Oh my gosh. Your mod is bullying me? Okay. I could give you Happy Son's mod instead. Thoughts? I could just give you the mod badge? Okay, let's put... Where is it? Here we go. A little bit of those in there, a little bit of those in there. There we go. That's the one. Happy stunt, more like hungry stunt. That's right. I'm listening, says Sunrise. I love the mushrooms growing everywhere. Oh yeah, mushrooms are always a nice touch, especially in like this place right here. You're sure. A hype train just started. How did a hype train start? Who made a hype train start? What the heck? Happy needs a Snickers. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Wait. How do we get here? It takes like multiple things for a hype train to start. What happened for there to be a second thing? We had lemon sub. That was one of them. Anyway. Minecraft should add mossy wood blocks. Literally, I was talking about that like 2 days ago. I was literally talking about that on like Monday stream or something. Engagement. You can toggle it if you don't like it. Wait, engagement? Like, even just like chat messages? Or like, what all does it include? Also, how's it going, Kimmy? Whoa, okay. So if the chat just like pops off, if the chat just pops off, it could start. Dang, that's interesting. Okay.
How about you don't give Raven my mod badge acrylic smirk?
Deal. I'll take your money. Deal. Thanks for the money. Thank you for the letter bits, happy son. All right, Raven, son Raven, that is. I've never called you Raven. That's weird. All right, son Raven, sorry. I think the deal might have fallen apart. Something came up. I think the deal might have fallen apart. Brian doesn't know how to say Raven. No. No. Rather unfortunate. You can call me Raven. No, it's weird. It's like calling Happy Stunt Happy or Stunt, right? I call Junie Love. I can't say Junie or June. There's some people are always going to be full named, and that's just how it is. If I'm like full naming you and that's what I get used to, it's always going to be full name. Always full name. But if I shorten your name, then I'll never full name. Just about. At least you don't full name me like Brian does. Yeah, Black Beanie 7437 7437. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, chat. Here's the deal. We got 3 buildings done. I'm feeling really happy about the fact that we got 3 buildings done. That puts us at 55 total houses built in the city of Aetos to go with our 215 trees that we've built and our handful of other buildings that we've done. And by handful, I mean we've done like, 40 shops as well. So there's a lot that's been built, a lot still to build, all that good stuff, right? But anyway, I'm sleepy and tired. I'm on a new meds regimen. All of my meds got switched up and changed recently. Yesterday, I was like off the walls. Today, I am just like sleepy, dude. Although part of it might be that I went to bed at 1 a.m. and woke up at 6:30 a.m. So maybe that's a part of it. But I am a little tired, a little sleepy. I think we're gonna get ready to call it here. Just like everyone, full name's Gutty, says Happy Stunt. Man's got it rough. True. When people say acrylic, it's like I get full named. Because so many people call me Ari. It just, when I hear acrylic, I'm like, oh, I just got full named. You know what I mean? It's crazy. Anyway, counter deal. You leave the side door to one shot open next season, says Sunraven. I'll hit up my connections. I'll see what I got. Note to self, Gutty is actually gut. Yeah, that's how you shorten it. Ari, stop that? Wait, what am I stopping? What did I do? How long ago did you start building a Hathos? October of 2022. And the reason it's not done yet is because like 5 or 6 seasons of one shot have happened since then. And whenever that happens, I spend a month without touching this world. And we've had multiple subathons where I don't play this world for a while. Anyway. Yeah, it's bad. Getting so little sleep? No. That's unusual. I normally get good sleep. I normally am fine. That was the go to bed at 1 a.m. wake up at 6:30 was an unusual occurrence. We had to finish Gone Girl though. We were watching Gone Girl and it was messing us up, but we were so locked into the movie. And then by the time it finished, it was like 12:45 and I was like, dang. Like, I don't know. Can you blame me? We have finished the movie. We were locked in. Getting full named acrylic. That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. That's fair. Yeah, listen. Sometimes it just be that way. Anyway, make sure you guys got your drips. Today was drip 500. Can you believe it? Today was drip 500. All time. 6 people have 100%. 6 people have made it to 500 without missing a single drip. That's crazy to think. I read a book for book club that was Gone Girl-esque, if you want more of that type of genre. Duly noted. I'll try to keep that in mind. Time to activate the kill code, says Happy Stunt. True. One of them is definitely me. Yup, says Sunraven. Yeah, for sure. For sure. We could totally get like an exclamation mark drip command from Sunraven in the chat and confirm that real quick. Yep. Yep. That's the one. Chat. Let me look at who's live on Twitch. Let me see whose party we can crash. We gotta go crash someone's party. We gotta crash someone's party. Let's see. I would do it, but you see my cat runs away. Classic. All right, hold on. I feel like out of all the homies that are live right now, I've raided all of them recently. Let me take a look at the Minecraft category. Dare I look and check and see for somebody new who I've never raided before? Let's see. Oh, you're brave, says Kimmy. I used to do this all the time, but you know, browsing the discover or like the category isn't what it once was. I'll put it that way. Oh wait, let me search by tags. Search by family friendly tag. That's me. I'm fourth on my own recommended when I look up family friendly. Okay. What was it once? Not as hit or miss. It's usually always pretty wholesome. This is a name I kind of recognize. This is a name I kind of recognize in and around the community, but I have not met. I don't think. I think I'll send you guys over here. Is the name Happy Stun? Tis not. All right, I'm gonna send you guys on over to Corrupted Tree. You may recognize the name. I recognize the name, though I don't think I've ever met Corrupted Tree. Currently doing some creative building at the moment. Doing a little steampunk storage house by the looks of it. The inspo picture is crazy. But we are gonna send you guys on over to Corrupted Tree, who is working on that little project, and see what's going on over in that chat. There's your raid messages if you want to get your raid messages. Raid it up, message it up. I was just in the bakery build event with Tree. You'll love to see it. Incredible work. GG's. All right, sweet, awesome. So we got some people who know Tree around here. That's awesome. So there we go. There you have it. Let me fix that dongle for the next stream real quick. Shut up, old acrylic. I'm working on it. And I think that's about good. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Get your raid messages. Make sure you got your drips. Remember, as always, be nice, be kind, be wholesome. And let's go show some love and support in Corrupted Tree stream. Also a family-friendly stream. I'll be back tomorrow. Stream again tomorrow as we do. Same time, same place. I look forward to seeing you guys there. Thank you so much for hanging out. See you later, Dab. See you later, Judy Love, Sunraven, Snowy, J-Sab, Kitty, Beanie, Lemon, Happy Sun, Sala, and I think that's everyone I see in chat at the moment. I think I got everyone so far.